Hi guys, and good crafternoon. Welcome back to Mr. Crafty Man. My name is Glenn, and our project today, since we have got St. Patrick's Day coming up, I want to make this little onesie outfit here for my grandson. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a peek at what we have got. So this is the little onesie, and I bought this, I believe, off of Amazon. I searched sublimation blanks, and that's kind of a broad search, but I search that quite often just so I can see what comes up, if anything new comes up. And I saw these little onesies on there, and I thought that it would be a really neat project. So we are going to have to pick out a design to put on this, and before we can do that, we're going to have to measure this onesie to find out how big our area that we're able to sublimate on is. So let's go ahead and get that measured. So we'll kind of spread it out here. It's got a few wrinkles in it, but that's okay, we'll take care of that. So from one side to the other, it looks like we're about 10 inches, but we can't make it 10 inches wide, otherwise it would kind of curve around him. So what I'm thinking here is maybe make the design only 8 inches or maybe even 6 inches. So if we were to do it 6 inches, it would be right about here. And what we can do to figure out how much space we've got going down, we have got these templates here, and you can see one says toddler, one says youth, we've got another one here that says adult. So we will look at the toddler one, and we can actually set it right here around the collar, and it fits perfectly, and then we would start our design from the bottom of it here. So let's go over to the computer, and we will find a nice St. Patrick's Day design to put on this little onesie. Okay, so we're over here at the computer, and I have got some different designs that I downloaded. So let's go ahead and push the green plus sign here. We always push the green plus sign to import something. So let's go ahead and push the green plus sign, and here is the file I'm thinking of. It's called Mr. Lucky Charm. So let's go ahead and import that. Okay, now remember, this area over here to the right is our work area. So what we're seeing here, this red, that's telling us that our design is going to be that much larger than the white area. And we would have to have a design that was that would fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And one of the viewers actually asked the question, what kind of paper am I using to use for sublimation? And I'm just using regular old printer paper, nothing special. So we need to size this, so we're going to go ahead and click it, and then we're going to go up here to the top, and we're going to fit to page. Okay, now if you look up here, we can see that this is 8.5 inches by 11, but remember, we wanted to change this design so that it would fit in a 6-inch area. Right now it looks like it's probably 8 inches by 8.5. So what we're going to do first is we're going to click it, and we're going to go ahead, well, actually let's try sizing it first just by typing in the size. So I'm going to go down here and type in 6 inches, and then click here. Okay, so now we have got a design that it'll fit in, looks like we're a little under 6 inches by 6 inches. So if we want to be exactly 6 inches wide, we can select it and go into crop. And let's drag it down here. We'll just crop it. We'll go to the bottom, bring that up a little. And over here to the right, let's pull that in. Okay, then we're going to click Create. And now we will size it again. So this time we'll push 6 inches. And as soon as so that's on the width. As soon as we go to the height and click it, it's going to automatically resize it. So we're just under 6 inches there. So here you can see we have it set on Sublimation Toner, Vibrant Colors already, so we're fine there. But let's click on Page. And we don't want tray 1, we want the auto bypass or the bypass tray, and our output quality, we want the best quality. So now we're going to go back and click Job, make sure sublimation is still set, and it is, and also our bypass tray is set in best quality. So let's go up here and we're going to right click and we'll go down to Print. And you'll see this little taskbar here, and it is processing it. So we are going to be printing, and as soon as we get it printed out, I'll meet you back over at the table. Okay, we are back over at the table and we have our design here printed out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of cut off the excess just to make it a little easier to place this onto the onesie. So what we would do is we would take our little toddler template, stick it on, and then we find the top of our design, and I printed this out mirrored also, by the way, so we would center it on there and tape it down. But what we're going to do first is we're going to take it over to the heat press and we're going to press it since it's so wrinkly. We want to get the wrinkles out of it, and we also want to make sure that there's no moisture in the shirt. So let's head over to the heat press. So we have got the heat press set for 385. So let's go ahead and lay out our onesie. And we're going to want to make sure that there's no wrinkles under it or anything. And I'm going to lay a piece of paper on top of it. And then we'll press it for probably about 30 seconds. And you can see my timer going here. Right now I believe I've got it set for 3 minutes. That is because last week we were doing sublimation on glass, so we needed quite a bit more time to keep our clock pressed. Okay. Now let's see if we've got rid of the wrinkles. That looks pretty good. So let's take it back on over to the table. Now we're going to take our design and let's go ahead and use our template. So we will put our template on. And I like the fact that it has the inches here, so lets us center our design nicely. So let's go ahead and put it right there, and I'm going to tape it down using some heat tape. Once we get it taped down, we can remove our template. So we are ready to press it now, and what we're going to do is we're going to press it for about 2 minutes. With sublimation, the longer that you press, the more vibrant the colors get. So excuse me, generally 90 seconds to 2 minutes should do it when you're doing sublimation on cloth. And this here is polyester. Polyester is what we generally sublimate on. However, there is a liquid that you can buy. This is a spray, and it's called SD-DOM Sublimation Coating. And this is a polyester coating, and it says that it's used for cotton fabric. So you can spray this on cotton, and you can do sublimation on cotton with it. At least that's what the bottle says. We will, maybe next week, what we'll do is we'll make a video testing this on cotton. So let's take the shirt or our onesie over to the heat press, and we'll press it for about 2 minutes. Alright, actually what I'm going to do before I press it, we're going to set the minutes on this because I want you to be able to see exactly how we do this. So you can see the temperature is 384, 385. That's the temperature we do sublimation at. So we'll push this set button, and you can see the temperature flashing. Push set again, and here's seconds. So we want to go down. We'll go down to 120. And then we'll hold the set button, and we're now at 385 degrees for 120 seconds. So let's put our onesie on here. And make sure we've got it straightened out nice. There's no wrinkles underneath. Then we will lay our piece of paper on, and we're going to press for 2 minutes. And this here is going to be a hot pull also. Start the timer. Generally, anytime we're doing sublimation, it's a hot pull, because if you wait for it to cool, the paper tends to stick to the item that you are doing your sublimation on. Okay, we are coming up on the end of our 2 minutes, so we're going to open this up and we're going to pull it as quickly as possible. Okay, we need to pull quickly, and that is hot. And you can see how nicely this turned out. Let's take it back over to the table and we'll have a look at it. So if you look closely here, you can see that the sublimation looks like it's the actual color of the cloth. The difference between like heat transfer that we had done recently making a t-shirt is the heat transfer is kind of like almost like a rubberish plastic design we iron onto the shirt and it sticks there. The sublimation, we're actually changing the color of the cloth, and you can see on the inside it does not like bleed all the way through, but you can see the color, and also on the back it's not bleeding through. If you wanted to, just to be on the safe side, you could put a sheet of paper inside of the t-shirt or onesie or whatever it is you're making, just to ensure that it's not going to bleed through to the other side. Ours did not, but the colors turned out really nicely here. I'm really happy with this, and he's going to look awfully cute on St. Patrick's Day wearing this. So we are finished with our onesie. You can see that that was a very quick project. It actually took a little bit longer because I was describing it to you step by step exactly how we were doing it. If you were to be doing this yourself, you'd probably have the whole thing finished in about 5 minutes. But yeah, look at the colors there and how they kind of made themselves a part of the cloth material themselves. Sublimation is really fun for me. I don't know if I like it more than heat transfers. They're both really fun. The only issue with sublimation is you have to sublimate on lighter colors, generally white or a light gray. We wouldn't be able to do sublimation on black because we would not be able to see the design. So it would have to be a special sublimation t-shirt that you ordered, or like I had mentioned I do. I just go on to Amazon and I'll type in sublimation blank. You can also go to JPP Plus, I believe it is, or jpplus.com, Johnson Plastics Plus, and click on sublimation, and then go under the category of clothing, and they have a lot of items there also. Cricut makes t-shirts for sublimation. I think the price of them is a little bit high because Cricut does not really tell you what material you can sublimate on. They try to keep everything everything that you use with the Cricut, they try to keep it a Cricut material, just like these pens here. These are Cricut infusible ink pens, and these ones here, they're not telling you that they're actual sublimation ink pens. They're saying infusible ink, and that's true. Sublimation ink and infusible ink is the same thing. What we may do in a couple weeks is we'll do another coffee mug, kind of like we did maybe a month ago. But what we'll do this time is we'll just we'll cut out the piece of paper the exact size we need it for the mug, and then we'll use these pens and we will draw a design, and then we'll sublimate it onto a mug. So just know that, I mean, if you're having a hard time finding a polyester shirt, I mean, you can go to Joann's or you can go to Michael's and you can buy the Cricut brand ones, but like I said, the price is a little high. I got these here reasonably cheaply. It seems like it might have just been a couple dollars a piece on Amazon. So yeah, it turned out really well. That was our project for today. I appreciate you watching, especially right now. We do not have a lot of viewers as this channel just started up. Please like and subscribe. If you're in the Ogden area, Ogden, Utah area, go ahead and drop me a message. You are more than welcome to come over on a Sunday afternoon and participate in Sunday Crafternoon, and we will have a lot of fun. You can also check out my website at www.mrcraftyman.com, and what I do is the same video that you're watching here on YouTube. I generally upload the video there and maybe have a little step-by-step process exactly how we did this. So once again, thanks for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, and we will see you next Sunday Crafternoon. Bye.